So rest in peace to rapper Coolio. Got the word that he had a cardiac arrest. And he hadn't been looking too well when I'd seen him lately, what have you. And I know I seen him in some of these award shows, kind of dancing the aisles and different things. Coolio was an interesting cat because um, he had one of the biggest endorsements, if you remember, from Tupac. If you remember in Poetic Justice with Tupac and Janet Jackson that John Singleton directed film, it was Tupac who was playing his music. So it was his cousin, and his character had died in the movie. Well, he was the one that was pushing, and Coolio's thing was different than what he hit with the mainstream. However, when he hit the mainstream, he came out, he did a cover of Lakeside's Fantastic Voyage, and then Gangsta's Paradise with LV, the Stevie Wonder classic, Pastime Paradise from Songs of Kid Life. He sampled it, but his connection was so big. Weird Al Yankovic had paired him. Coolio was like an unlikely act to blow up, kind of like a hood version of MC Hammer, the commercialized act. But it was interesting. His commercialism worked. He had a good run. He did some film. He was catchy. For what he was doing. I wasn't always like, I'm gonna sit here and get blown away, but I will say this. His early stuff was tight. The mainstream stuff got him through the door. But it was the mainstream stuff that was big. I mean, it was big, you know. And he was one of the hottest rappers in the 90s. Regardless of how you came down on the samples or how accessible it was, he was one of the most successful rappers there for a minute. And he was a brother now. Once you get past the commercial and how he got over, that's just amazing how, again, we don't know who radio and how people are going to gravitate to anybody, but Coolio definitely had an impact. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he definitely, he hit, and he was only 59. That's just sad to hear that. And again, not see the cat here and there, and he tried some other things. He was doing TV. He was trying different things, you know. But his run in the mid 90s was a pretty freaking big deal for a minute. For a minute, no doubt about it. So rest in peace to him. Prayers and thoughts on him. If you have any Coolio stories, feel free to share. But I do definitely remember, how he hit, and he hit, he hit, and it was interesting too because it was like your artistry, you had to hit or you didn't, and he connected. All right, I'm out. Rest in peace.